Hello, hello, hello. This is AGT 500 slash down to track 98 slash Eloise Wonderwise slash Helo, and this is the Helogs for September 2025. We're gonna kind of blast through this one because there's not a lot of stuff that well, there was stuff that happened, but a lot of that stuff is already video, like it's been video-fied. Like you already seen most of the stuff that I've been working on, or I streamed it. So, yeah, there's not like a whole lot of stuff to talk about, but I did write down my notes. So let's go through. So 12 sands, 4 bars. I had to farm a little bit more sands this month just because the origin class needed 3, so I dropped 2 below what I needed from my thing, and I did already buy my artifact rerolls this month too. So 4 bars. I didn't really get to farm bars at all this month, so I pretty much only got the 4 off of post chest. Came artifact. So I was trying to reroll this line for just getting triple attack, and somehow I got a max line triple attack on this, and then I also somehow got +5 on it. So I was just like, oh. The reason why I wanted to do this is because I wanted to run certain like Fall Zero and hexagrids, let me see, like this, that only have well, I guess this one actually has more TA because I started putting in the Celestial. But what I wanted to do before was this. I wanted to run grids like this that had 65% instead. And I needed, I think it's like 27% TA on Kame to get him to 100% TA, just so that in Fall Zero for that first TA trigger at 95, he can just walk through it, and then for Hexa, I can just spam attack, and he always TAs. So I really wanted a TA, and then I got this one, which is really, really nice. I do kind of wish this was like higher, or I could have rolled into this more, but I'm not gonna reroll a 5. So yeah. 271 box event. So on the last box event, this is what I did. I'm slowly but surely working on this one as well. I still kind of want to do 20k mats for this one, but we'll see what happens. I've been kind of lazy with it. Makra artifact. So I had actually gotten this Makra artifact. It didn't have this line before. I don't remember what this line was, but I actually was gonna try and reroll this 3rd line and get I wanted to get the line that's like pretty much you have a chance of getting rid of a debuff. Like it's either at the end of turn or start of turn or something like that. And I was gonna try and +5 that, but when I was re-rolling the artifact, I just got this, and I was like, okay, well, this is just the artifact now, because I got 3 purple lines and they're all good for Makra. Plus this 4 skill is good for Makra too. So that's what she's currently using. Guild War skin, Guild War. So I did get the Guild War skin, and I did get this was my final score for Guild War. I kind of already went over that in the post Guild War ramble though. Yatima CD. So some of you all may have known about my Yatima CD shenanigans, where I ordered from Play Asia just because Play Asia has been like a site that I've used for JP stuff for many years now, and I just kind of I didn't really care when it got here, but Play Asia's shipping on these CDs is just very, very slow right now, I guess. So it just took way longer than it should have to get the CD. I do think I'm probably gonna just buy the code off of somebody for the Orologia one, because I do want the skin, but I didn't really want the CD. I just wanted the Yatima one because you guys know I love Yatima, I love Ray Burry, I love the Teaking Society in general. So I actually wanted to get this CD, and I did get the skin. So Fighter Origin. Okay, so Fighter Origin came out. Yeah, like I said, a lot of the stuff that I've been working on with Fighter Origin, you've seen stuff like Fall Zero Hex optimization. I lowered time on Leviathan, Mare. I lowered time on, well, kind of, I got the thing about my fall high level setup was my mana diver one that I made started to brick for me ever since Sarasa got stronger with the records thing, so I was kind of in the market for another fall. So yeah, I just made another one with Fighter Origin. It's like a little bit slower than what the Man Diver one was, but it's only like 10-20 seconds, so I'm okay with that because this one seems pretty consistent. I did do that Belial with Medusa, which seems good, but it does also seem like there's just so much randomness in Belial. It's really hard to get one that's like 100% consistent just because of the Apple RNG, the push RNG, the shield RNG, like all that stuff. So it's just like, I don't know. It's kind of rough. It also kind of sucks because Lich's uptime on her S3 is like, it's kind of bad for what I need it to. There's just like a lot of like openings where I kind of really need that joint to be up and it's not up. So I'm still working on Belial, but I also am not working on Belial because I'm kind of tired of testing that. I feel like I've exhausted all the options I can really test with that setup. So I'm kind of just waiting for like new characters, new weapons at this point before I try it again. Or like Spartan Origin. I think Spartan Origin or Paladin Origin, whatever, could actually help that quite a bit. Because I tried a Paladin setup for Belial today instead of the Fighter Origin, and I think it works better for what I need. So if that gets in, whenever that gets Origin, that might actually be better for me. Um, some stuff on Dark. I got a new PBHL that I'm really happy with. Which I didn't make that, by the way. I just copied off someone, but I like that one because the Futsu one that I was using was I think it was this one. Yeah, this one. The thing I don't like about this one is sometimes Makra gets hit like too much before like wind phase. And if she gets hit too much and you're not watching, she'll bring out Song on Earth phase, and then Song wastes all her debuffs on Earth phase, and then it gets all wacky. So I kind of got into this thing where like whenever I did PBHL, I kind of had to like just look at it. Like I would just mash it to kill it as fast as possible, but I kind of had to be there to make sure it cleared 100%. So I was kind of looking for another PBHL. So now I got the one I copied was this one, which I'm liking. Also on topic of Dark, I also did I copied this setup for doing the whatchamacallit for the Martial Mastery like join setup, which is like 3 turns. And then I also got like this full auto that I think Hecate made for this too, which is pretty nice. Fighter Origin. Oh, another thing, thinking the new guy, the old man, I was using this full auto for him too. Like this class has just been popping off in like every LE, bro. It's been really strong. I'm pretty happy with it. I did have like a little bit of baby rage on Twitter about it because just like the thing about it for me is like, but the Berserker line is my favorite line, right? And I'm very happy with the class. I think the class is like awesome. But it just makes me a little bit sad because I really honestly, like the thing I said on Twitter was it giving permanent double strike to any element is like, it's where elements probably should be at this point in time, because some of these full autos need to have their kicking times cut in half, like unironically. But it just makes me a little bit sad as an Earth player because it's just like, I'm not really getting anything out of that when other elements are like the thing about it is essentially Earth is already been gimped in a way because it's been built around the fact that hunting has double strike. They built the Earth element with that in mind, but they built all these other elements with not having double strike as a main hand in mind. So you just get crazy combinations that just shouldn't really realistically be happening because that joint was never planned when the weapons and characters previously released in those elements were released. So it's just like they're ridiculously popping off, and Earth has been popping off with it too. It's still really good with Earth, and it's still really good with hunting, because hunting allows you to get your stacks a lot faster than pretty much every other LE besides like Dark, outside of just like Ogi spamming. But granted, if you Ogi spam in Dark, it's kind of okay because you're using Thinking Rush Ghoul. But it's like Earth is pretty good because the thing about Earth is you get the double strike first, which means you get to get your charge bar up faster than other LEs that don't have double strike. It's just after you use the unlimited move, that's when the double strike effect kind of falls off for you, which kind of sucks. But yeah, I don't know. Regardless, though, the class is really, really strong. It's really, really strong. So yeah, but I've just been testing it. I've been testing a lot of stuff with it. I've been testing other people's setups with it too. It's just been really, really good. It makes me really excited for the rest of the Origin classes, because I think most people assumed it was going to be strong, but I think it actually just blew everyone's expectations. Honestly, it's just been really good, and it's been really good in like every single element too, which is nice. So anyway, moving on from Fighter Origin, Sylvia Spark. I don't even know where this is. Got lost. This I sparked once for this chick. I really want to. I'm gonna probably go for my second on the Halloween banner. By the advisors in my chat that told me not to spark the second Sylvia. To be honest, I kind of didn't want to spark that banner a second time anyway, but everybody was just wait for Halloween, and just, if you're gonna spark multiple times, spark on that banner. I'm like, yeah, you're right. So I'm gonna try and get my second one on Halloween. I did have like a whole spiel about this, which I guess I'll go over a little bit here too. But this weapon unironically kind of makes me happy. Because as you guys know, I've been a big proponent of, I was pretty sure the Ogi impalement was not gonna work, because the normal impalements, it doesn't make any sense to me for you to have defense down on a weapon, supplement a damage type, and then amplify a damage type that the damage type has a hard cap on it. So pretty much the conclusion that I came to, and you guys know this if you've been in the streams, I pretty much came to the conclusion that I was like, the only way I see Ogi impalement happening is if they change how Ogis work in some way, shape, or form. Either they give it an echo. That was one of the things that we were throwing around a lot. They do something where you just like double Ogi or something. There had to be something besides just supplemental and amplify like all the other impalements. And that's exactly what they did. And that makes me happy, because it makes me think that not only are they not just throwing stuff out randomly, they're potentially listening to actual, like, you know, feedback, because I'm sure we're not the only people that said that either, that it should just have like an echo or something, but it just makes sense like that. But it's also just, now I'm kind of a lot more okay with Earth probably getting that, because at this point, I think I've been a big proponent on Wind getting the skill damage one, which leaves Earth probably getting the same one as Water, which, to be fair, is kind of funny, because I always said that I thought Water and Earth were going to get the weird ones, and technically we still did, because we kind of got two, in my opinion. I'm still a firm believer that Siegfried and Ilsa Gun are essentially Water and Earth's like auto attack impalement replacements. And now we're just getting the Ogi one, because the Ogi one technically is still the weakest one. But where we got something weird, which was my main thing, is I said Water and Earth were going to get something weird. But I'm much more okay with the Ogi one now, because it has the echo mechanic. The main reason I didn't want the Ogi one, and I wasn't a big fan of the Ogi one existing in general, is because I thought they would just put the supplemental amplify, and I thought that would be freaking stupid, because Ogi has a hard cap on it. So it just doesn't make any sense. But now that it has that, I'm okay with it. And one of my reasons why is because, and the more that I think about it, Water's pretty much the same thing, so it makes sense that both these elements got it. Water and Earth, in my opinion, are two of the best Ellies at doing like a hybrid type build, where essentially they're both good at playing with Ogi on, but not necessarily playing an Ogi comp. I think both elements excel at doing that. So essentially they get boosts to their Ogis, but now they also get to sneak in the impalement for any auto attack or skill damage as well in any of those hybrid builds. But I also believe for that type of impalement, though, at least in Earth, I don't know necessarily as much in Water, because I don't play Water as much, but in Earth, like I'm a firm believer that it's very split. I think when you play specifically like auto attack stuff, where you're trying to like mash like in Phase 0 or Hexa, it's just going to be the Held in Him grids. but it's when you try and do like your solos, or if you try and do Andromeda, or you try and do any type of full auto with hunting that's going to have Ogi on, that's when you can use your impalement. And especially because Held in him has minus 30% defense too. If you're doing something like for example, my Belial, right? My Belial will probably be even better after the impalement drops if it's Ogi, because then I can take out Held in him, use the impalement for Belial, and not have minus 30% defense for Belial. You see what I mean? So it's actually kind of good, but it's only good because they were willing to give it that echo and not just make it supplemental and amplify. So I'm okay with that. Anyway, long spiel aside, I'm gonna try and get my second Sylvia on Halloween, but I only got one before. But I actually like the weapon, because they decided to give it the echo. Um, Moving on, Quillen Mantura and the World Shield. So I farmed these the day they came out on stream, and I got both of them, so that's nice. I'm still working on the anima shield just because I can like not get into anybody else's host, so I'm just full autoing that daily. So I'll get that when I get that. Um, and then Fall solo quest. So I just did this. I literally just used my Fall Zero. I literally just used my Fall Zero too. Somebody asked me for a video of this, but I don't know if it's even really necessary because I literally just play it exactly like Fall Zero. Like I don't do anything special. I just do it and I just do more damage. So I don't really know what to say. So anyway, goals. 10 saves a month still. This is just a constant. Versusia is coming out this month, so I'm hoping she comes out earlier rather than later, just because the end of the month, I mentioned this a couple times on the stream, but at the end of the month, I'm supposed to be getting my wisdom teeth taken out. So I want to be able to play the raid because I don't know how that's going to go. So I just want to be able to play the raid and not get like behind. Halloween and maybe Impalement Sparks. So we still don't have Wind Impalement. We still don't have Rebirth. I'm planning Sparks for that. I'm also planning Sparks for Halloween because not only do I want Halloween characters, but I want my second Sylvia too. So planning those Sparks, just a lot of Sparks planned for the rest of the year. Box event, like I said, I'm working on this. And bars, maybe. I want to farm bars, I really do. But for one thing, I will say I am getting slightly burnt out on Granblue. You guys saw, like, anybody who follows me on Twitter saw that I kind of needed a break, and I took a couple of days off streaming. I've just been getting kind of tired of playing the game a lot. I play a lot, so I've been getting a little bit burnt out. But I am sitting on I'm sitting on 20 bars here, and I'm sitting on is this 7 in here, so technically I have enough for 9 weapons right now. So even if I barred both my Sylvias, and I'm assuming 2 impalements, I still have enough bars for 2 or 5 more weapons. So I'm not really in a rush to get bars right now because there's not really anything else for me to bar. But it is just something in the back of my head that I just want to continue getting bars. So yeah, anyway, like I said though, I have been, I won't even say I have been trying to play less. I feel like maybe I've been streaming a little bit less, but I've still been like doing a lot of stuff in my own time on Granblue. I've been testing a lot of I've been doing a lot of the Belial tests. I've been testing like esoteric in the background to try and get like something with what's her face with Fighter Origin. I've been trying to do stuff like that. So I've been doing stuff in the background. I've been going back to doing my dailies too. I've been doing my M3 dailies to build my anima back up. But yeah, so I don't know. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. But I love the Helogs because I can just be candid. I can be candid and I can just talk. But anyway, yeah. So that's pretty much it for this month. We'll see what happens with this choreograph. I don't know if I'm going to stream tonight, but if there's anything that is like really good in choreograph, I might record for it. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So thanks for watching. Thanks for the support as always. And I will see you in the next one. Bye bye. But yeah, so addendum time. Excuse me. I just thought about this as I was like editing, but account reviews. So account reviews, the way account reviews have been up until now is they've been like a membership bonus, and I kind of want to keep them that way. Again, I'm gonna be candid because this is the Helogs, but honestly, I'm glad that everyone seems to really enjoy the account reviews, and they can be fun, but I'm gonna be real, they kind of give me a little bit of anxiety whenever I do them. I don't know, it's just something about like interacting with people and trying to actually give good advice, and I hope to not send somebody on a bad path, or mess somebody's account up or their way of thinking or something like that, even though I guess in a way I'm kind of like an influencer and that's kind of the point. But yeah, anyway, for account reviews though, I'm glad everyone enjoys it, but as of right now I think they're on a pause, mostly because not only do they give me kind of anxiety, but also because they are a membership thing and we ain't got no more members. And this is not a call to arms. I'm not saying, hey, I need memberships now. I'm just saying, like, literally the reason, like, the way we did this last one was literally we had rounded up all the last people that still wanted one, that weren't able to make it for other one, like Sarcell and like Legend were always like busy with work and stuff like that. So I had scheduled that one specifically like that because they were available on that day. But those were like the last people that had gotten membership that hadn't gotten one yet, that wanted one. So as of right now, they're on hiatus. I guess if for some reason I get like an influx of members, again, this is not a call to arms, then I guess I'll think about it again. But like as of right now, even if I wanted to do it more, like if I didn't have anxiety about it or anything, then there's not really anyone else to do unless I just start getting random people. But I don't really want to do that, especially because I've already made it a membership thing, and people technically, like, I know some people for a fact literally only bought membership for like a month just to get a review, and then they quit, which is totally fine. I said that in the original video, which, by the way, that video as of right now has been set to private, just because I don't want anyone else to get like baited by that. But I realized that I never actually made, like, I made a couple of announcements actually. I made an announcement in like one stream. I talked about it on that last review stream. I've talked about it like in the Discord and random places, but I've never had like an actual, like, this is what I'm doing with the account reviews right now. So it's just like I said, it kind of gives me anxiety, so I don't really want to do it every month anymore. Maybe I'll do it like every couple months or something like that, or like around a holiday or something. But again, there's literally just no one else to really review unless I just get people that aren't members, and I don't know if I want to do that. So yeah, as of right now, account reviews are on hiatus. I don't know when I'll get back to them. Again, unless there is a influx of members that want it for some odd reason. But I know a couple suggestions have just been, let's do it like maybe in a year from now and then re-review the people that got reviews before, and I'm kind of okay with that because I think by that time I'll probably have mellowed out a little bit and I'm kind of like more open to the idea of doing it again. But yeah, I will say though, just in general for the members and for people that showed up to the streams, thank you again. I've already said it twice, but thank you for enjoying it, and thank you for supporting it. I'm glad, because it was kind of like an off the cuff thing. I think it was just Mo that brought it up one time. He was like, hey, you want to try this? And then that's how I did it with Doya, and then it became like actually like a membership thing. So but yeah, so thanks for supporting it. Those were pretty popular streams, so I'm glad that people liked it. But like I said, for right now it's on hiatus, and I don't know how I'm gonna do it going forward, but I guess we'll see. But yeah, so that's this addendum. I'm also gonna mark this in the description. I'll talk specifically about account reviews. But yeah, so anyway, that's really it. So thanks for watching, thanks for the support as always, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.